Hello, and welcome back to the Seven Suns with me, Fishy Plant Man, as your host. Alright, I really don't know about a decent topic for today, but I am thinking of feeding this particular aquarium and not the other two because I'm kind of curious if, I've been thinking about feed lately, but I'm kind of curious if I can, keep these from getting the brown tips on the lucky bamboo. So, yeah. It's just starting, so maybe I'll give it a feed. And over here, yeah, I guess it's kind of the same. They're just starting. Um, but yeah, the idea is just maybe the food's too much. I don't know. I'm thinking of seeing what the difference is, though. If I feed this aquarium but not the other two, um, you know, see if I can stop those browning tips. I mean, like if I stop it over here and it does well, but they continue on the other tank, well, maybe I've accomplished something, is the thinking anyway. Um, yeah, I brought these two over. We'll get a close up, especially of that leaf. This other one, I guess I'll turn it. The plant gets turned so much it doesn't know which way's up anyway. Yeah, there's the lower leaf. We'll turn it back so that the newest leaf can dominate. And I still have the mother plant. Oh, sorry. You don't need to see the dresser. That's probably my favorite leaf right now. That one's doing well. She's growing, liking it on the table behind me. So that's where they live. If that's where they're gonna do best, that's where they'll live. Yeah, not a lot going on. I poked this Tradescanthia, if I'm pronouncing that right. It was, just doing its own thing. And I poked it under that brace. It's a brace for the pin over there. And it's done a couple of things. I think it's figured out which way it wants to be now. Because it was straight. So it just barely came over this lip. And then it pulled itself in and went down like it was going to take a drink of water. And now it's went upright. So, now, the idea is I'm going to kind of force it to go along the front. It would probably be further along, except it kind of went back and forth over here. I didn't know which way it was going to go. There's only one. If you can see the leaves. Yeah, it couldn't quite make up its mind which way it wanted to go. I kind of hoped it would go around back, but then at the same time, if there's only one vine, maybe it is kind of good that it goes across the front here along with the pothos, and just kind of makes that front area look nice. I mean, the idea is it will go all the way around, come back, and meet up to itself, and then do it again. So, yeah. That's the idea. Just kind of keeping an open area, mostly for the two pens. Yeah, if I ever need to get this light out because it needs replacing or whatever, that might be fun. But yeah, the pothos and the Stryd will ideally start to cover the black trim, at least, of the aquarium. And then we'll have these other plants poking out the top. Of course, this one lives on the table. This one lives on the table. But the lucky bamboo behind, it's living there in the glass for now. This will climb up its little tower all the way up a couple of feet there, 1.5 feet. I don't know, something. Yeah. This one will climb its, which is shorter, but I can put another one on there when when it needs. It's kind of funny. This plant's gonna theoretically get much bigger faster, but this one's got the taller tower. Anyway, yep, that's the idea, is having plants, the vining plants, grow around the top of the aquarium, over the light if they want to. Yeah. I thought about putting the fluval light over here, but if they do start growing over the top of it, yeah, for one, that light's too strong for the job. Oh yeah, it's too strong for the job. It doesn't make any sense. The water plant that's in there is growing faster, or maybe they're growing at about the same pace. The aquariums are so ugly, it's not worth showing. But yeah, they're doing just fine without the stronger light. And I guess I could dim it down and it wouldn't be so strong. But then, what's the point? If I dim it down to act like these, why not just leave these? So, I will. I'll just leave these lights, because there ain't no sense in bringing the strong light over just to dim it down so it'll be like these. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Reminds me of Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about terraforming Mars or something so that we can live on 2 planets. On one hand, that kind of makes sense, but on the other, if we're just going to terraform a planet so we can move to it when we destroy this one, wouldn't it be easier just to terraform this one, make it healthy again, rather than starting from scratch? I mean, you can terraform Mars from scratch, or you can just fix this planet, which means you have a head start. This one's already habitable. Yeah. So, no. Okay, I suppose that'll be enough. We're gone to talking about planets for some reason. So, yeah. That's a good sign that I'm babbling and need to stop and talk to you next time.